Hey everybody, welcome to our Live and in Color. I'm Heather, and we are coming to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday. We bring you Luminess. So anything and everything Luminess, we talk about. So if it's the starter, we always go over the starter kit. So we talk about the starter kit, what you get, how to use it, how to practice, all of that. Good morning, Martin. All of that. So we go over the basics. We know that there's people at different levels, people that are interested in purchasing it, people that have purchased it and haven't even opened it. Maybe you're waiting on it. Maybe you haven't used it in a while. So we come to you during these lives so you can ask questions. You can see other things being done, because it's not just the airbrushing. We have color cosmetics, we have skincare, we have a lot. So it is a way to ask questions. Good morning, Cindy. And today, so I was trying to plan out, we have Halloween coming up. And normally we do like look after look after look, but I'm going to talk about it later too, to make sure everybody hears this. Next Wednesday, on the 27th, I'm going to do a makeup look. I'm going to do a Halloween makeup look. I'm going to show you past makeup looks that we did. I did like an old lady. I did a mermaid. I did a scary face. We did a lot of different looks. I'm going to pull all of those. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Pam. I'm going to pull all those and show you, and we're going to talk about how I did them. And then I'm going to do a unicorn on Halloween. I'm going to be a unicorn fairy. For our whole street is participating, and so I'm the unicorn fairy, and so I'm going to do makeup for that, and that will be on Wednesday. So you don't want to miss out on that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So it'll be a little different. It probably will be longer, but I want to talk to you about how I did other ones. And then, of course, there'll be glitter involved, even though glitter is evil. Mary Scott, how are you, my friend? How are you? Hey, Zandra, good to see you. So next Wednesday, makeup look, unicorn fairy. We'll do the whole kit and caboodle. Love you, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate that. So we're going to do the makeup look, but I will show you past ones. We're going to talk about that. Talk about, like if you're going to be something, I can tell you like how to come about doing that. And with Airbrush, it makes it a lot of fun. And so we'll go through all of that with you. So let's go over the starter kit quickly. So you will, and if you're interested in purchasing it or anything like that, you'll see that and you'll know what you're getting. Now, you might have gotten it at a different time, as far as maybe you got a free gift or maybe you purchased other items, but it all comes with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush. Now we have, this is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. The Legend is the Breeze is our new one, and that is the cordless and chargeable one. We give you the 2 bottles of foundation so you can practice, so you can get your color perfect. And then we give you Love and Blush. Blush is super high pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. You're only going to use 2 drops. If you use more than 2, you're going to look crazy, and we don't want that. And then Love is something you might not use every single day, but you're going to love. It gives your skin some luminosity. And so it makes you have that young, youthful glow, which of course we all want. And so right here is what we want you to do. We want to make sure you're 4 finger widths away. Keep that stylus moving and then pull back lightly on the trigger. Guys, if you are not airbrushing properly, you're not going to love it. So make sure everyone can airbrush the right way. You just need to know it might take you a second, okay? You've been doing traditional makeup up until this point, and so it takes a while to retrain our brains into thinking Luminess, okay? Hey, Kim, good to see you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to do a very, very, very smoky eye. It's not something I've done in like we do different versions of it, but I haven't done like a true smoky eye, like with black. And so I'm going to do that today. So I'm getting all my colors out. Now, because we are doing dark smoky eye, I am going to do my eyes first. And that's so if anything falls underneath, I can clean that up. Hey, Morella, good to see you. Excuse me. I can clean that up and not worry about things falling, okay? Denise, did I say hi? Hello. Zandra, you don't like the matte look on your skin or eyeshadow? Because there's a difference. I've already prepped my eyes. I do have found some foundation or some airbrush on there. I am going to take a little bit of translucent powder and just swipe them. Go through it like that. And just a little bit of translucent powder right over that. Is the new breeze smaller? Debbie, the breeze, this is the breeze. And then here's your icon. So it's physically, I mean, it's a little bit like the icon's probably right here, but no cords or anything like that. Does that help you? Your skin, are you oily or dry, Zandra? All right, I'm taking my Nude and Naughty palette, which I use all the live long day, and I'm going to take, I'm gonna build this up because I want you to see how you can take it to the next level. Of course, you know that's my favorite thing. You also, when doing a smoky eye, watch how dark you go on the inside. Remember that first spot that you put the brush is where most of the makeup's going to go. So I'm going to use kind of a darker brown, medium to dark brown as my transition color, and I'm going to put that on first. And bam, on the outside crease and blending it in. And with the hooded eyes, I can go up a little bit more. Okay, Zandra's dry. She doesn't like the matte look. So I would definitely use Love. You can mix a drop or two of Love in with your foundation, depending on the coverage that you want. I would stick with either Silk 4-in-1 or the Rose 4-in-1. So I'm going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, blending, and we're blending, and we're blending, and we're blending. And I am blending up so you can see that transition. So I'm going to blend this side a little bit more. And we might go back and do a little bit more of that transition, but I just wanted to get my starting point there, okay? If I do my brows first because that helps me gauge everything else. Now I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm using the black in our Nude and Naughty palette, and I'm going to tap that on right at my lash line. Good morning, Veronica. Now, yesterday I did this. I can wet this a little bit because anytime you're dealing with like a shimmer, or because I'm dealing with black and I don't want it, I want to kind of double protect the fact that I don't have fallout, even though our stuff is high pigmented. I just did this on my wipe, and then I'm going to pack that eyeshadow on both sides of my brush, and I do this to hit it all the extra off, and then I'm going to pat this on my lid. Now I am again going to start from the outside and work in. Why? Anybody? Because the first place I put my brush is where most of the makeup's going to go. So here I have my brush, and we're going to tap. And I'm just going to tap that into place, okay? And then you can make it as dark as you want it or as light. Remember, a smoky eye does not have to be black. It can be gray. It could be brown. It could be green. Like, it can be whatever you want it to be. It does not have to be black. I'm going to move to the other eye. Zandra, if you are dry, yes, I would use the moisturizer primer. Is that the one you're talking about? I mean, look how, guys, you can see, look how pigmented that is. Like, I literally just placed it, and do you see how pigmented that is? Just keep going to that black. Zandra, if you're dry, then the moisturizer primer would be very good to use. Or if you have your own moisturizer that you use, you can do that as well. Just make sure that it is oil free. And I did that all the way up to my lash line. Now I'm just going to go back to make sure, and I have a hard edge right now, but that's why I'm going to go back with the transition color, and I'm just doing it up to that optical bone right there, your crease, okay? Okay. Ooh. Now I'm going to go and line the bottom, and I am going to line the bottom. I'm going to go in between black and brown with eyeshadow on the tip of this flat eyeshadow brush. And just smudge it right underneath. Good morning, Jacqueline. Can you see me? Again, black and brown, mixing the black and brown. I'm going to show you something else too. This would be a good, like, smoky for a costume too. You could do like a real dramatic smoky eye. All right, going back to my blending brush, and I'm going to use a little bit of that transition color to blend those two together. So I'm getting rid of that hard edge. Like so. Now, a couple of things. I did it really thick underneath, and there are a couple of things that you could do to fix that. So if I was going in and I was going to put on like a regular concealer, that's going to fix this line underneath, okay? So that would fix if I needed to shorten it or thin it out a little bit. Or you can take a Q-tip and just drag it underneath. I need to look at my up close mirror. I thought I heard the new breeze is shorter. I don't think so. No, I think it's the same size. Let me get another Q-tip because I'm smudging. All right. Now, one thing that I don't use a lot is our concealers. Our concealers do not move. They do not allow any movement. So when using the concealer, you do want to work on one side and then do the other. So it is going to give you, I wonder if I can grab one right here. It is going to give you a little more, it's going to give you a lot of coverage. They're super it's going to give you coverage. If I can't find my blender, then I'm not going to be able to use this. So hold on. I know it's somewhere. It's probably right in front of my face. But you, just because I do have a smoky eye on, I can still do airbrush underneath there, because airbrush goes exactly where you point it, and so it's not going to go anywhere, right? So, guys, I don't know if I can find my blender. I know it's probably right in front of me. I do not see my blender. Let's see if it's over here. Ah, there it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. All right, so I am going to use hold on, I'm going to see what it says on our site. Hold on one second. Hold on, guys. I'm like, Bulgarian Road. Yeah, I don't see it on our site. It does say New Breeze, but it's the Breeze that comes with the rose water foundation, and the rose water. And it, wait, let us finish. But I don't see that it's not shorter. It's not shorter. I don't know where you're seeing that. I just had to see for myself. Yeah, I don't see that, but yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Hello, Judy. Good to see you. All right, so right now it looks a little crazy. I might look a little raccoony, but it'll all start coming together. So when you're doing eyes first, you kind of have to go with it, kind of just roll with it. I can go back and tweak it. You know, if for Halloween, if you wanted to put some glitter here on top of that, that would be beautiful. There's a lot of different things you could do, but I stuck with all matte. Now I'm going to use our concealer. Going back, I'm self-conscious about my under eye wrinkles and crinkles. So same with this, the first place I put my brush or the doe foot is where most of the makeup's going to go. So I'm going to actually put it down here and with my blender work it up. So it's not going to settle. And what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And this one is Buff. I like Buff because of the fact. Okay, I have to see. Now y'all are confusing me. If it is, I didn't know they released it. Yeah, we do have a Breeze that's 2 speeds. So I hope I didn't just let the cat out of the bag, but I'm going to find some more information. All right. So yes, Pam's got it. Tapping it. Denise tapped. Yes, Judy. Martin. Tap it out. Tap it out. Now look what a difference that makes. Yeah. Pretty amazing. Again, down here, starting outside where I have less wrinkles. And then I can tap it out, tap it out. And that's also going to help cover up anything I wiped off or any fallout that I had. Honestly, I didn't even have any fallout. If you did, you could take a powder brush, get it in the translucent powder and swipe it. Denise, this is our our concealer, our traditional concealer, in Buff. And I don't know if I said this out loud or in my head, but do y'all ever do that? You're like, did I say that out loud? Buff I like because of the peach undertones. And so it has, it almost works as a color corrector as well. And so I really do like it. But you talk about coverage. It is amazing. But you will, see, I started talking, and you will want to work section at a time. If you put it all over your face. I did that one time where we were talking about contouring, and on my face, I drew with all the concealers to show you where to contour. Whew. You talk about hard to buff in, hard to tap out, because it sticks. It does not go anywhere. All right. Good, Denise. I like that you're liking. So now I am going to take a little bit of my powder. Because it is a cream base, I'm just going to set it with a little bit of powder. All right. And there we go. Now we're on to, we're going to keep it moving. I am going to apply some blush first. I'll go ahead and do the soft rose blush. Morning, Missy. And then I'm going to put my 2 drops. Whoop, that might have been 3. Guys, I had somebody gifted me. I was blessed, and somebody gifted me some furniture. And my arms, of course, I helped move said furniture. My arms hurt so bad. I'm like, I'm in pain. I got to work out. I love it. So I'm like, even pushing, like squeezing that bottle on the soft rose, I was like, oh, that hurts. All right, so I have my blush. A little on that side. You can start seeing it coming up. Now I'm going to move to this side. Okay, going back to the other side. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, if I do a smoky eye, I don't want a lot of makeup everywhere else. I understand that, but you also need to make sure it's blended in. If you just have smoky eye and everything else is natural, you're going to look like a raccoon. And so I do want color on my cheeks. I do want a little bit of shimmer on the high cheekbone area. My lips, I can go more neutral, but I do want some color there. So the eyes are dramatic enough. The attention's going to be drawn to the eye, but we don't need everything else to look naked, okay? So we do need to add some color. Now, again, you can stop a smoky eye wherever you're comfortable with, okay? So you can stop it at any point. Thank you, Muzi. All right, now I'm going to use, I don't know if it's this one or another one. I'm going to use my foundation. And this is one that has the cap out. Oh, there it is. Ugh. So I'm going to shake it, shake it, shake it. Guys, always make sure you shake it. If things aren't moving, if it's a product you haven't used in a while, shake it up. I had one lady the other day on one of my, because we do small group classes. She was like, when you get to the bottom and it's a little thicker. And I'm like, it shouldn't be that way if you're shaking it up every single time. And I'll show you this one. We obviously have not. And you see the pigment down here and the water here. So make sure you shake them up. Even if it's one you do use every single day, shake it up. All right, so now I have my foundation, which I'm using 3 in the rose, because I love me some rose. I love the smell, I think. And of course, I like the coverage. Keeping it 4 finger widths away, keeping my hand moving. It's not getting on my eyes. Down my neck. Now, because I did the regular concealer, I can go up till about right there. I just want to blend everything in. So I don't have to go all the way up under the eyes, but I do want to blend in. Shake it up. Shake it like a Polaroid. And then I didn't even need to use as much foundation as I put in there. So in total, guys, because I always ask people when they first start out, I know on the directions on our on the bottles it says use 5 to 6 drops, and people use that, but they fill it up 4, 3, 6 times. In total, you should be able to do a full face with anywhere from 5 to 8 drops, 10 max. There's times if I'm just hanging out at the house, I just want to even out my skin tone, I'll use 5 drops. There's times I'm going to want a more complete look, and then I will do 8 drops. But me as a makeup artist, I can do full face, full coverage with 8 drops. If you're at 10 right now, that's perfectly fine. But if you're over 10, you need to look and see how hard you are pulling back on that trigger. If you're running out of makeup too fast, if you put 8 drops in and you can't even get a full pass, pulling back way too hard. No bueno. No. All right. So now 5 drops, 5 drops. I see the 5 drops. Now I'm going to use the optics. High cheekbone area. Kind of right over that blush. Down my nose. Now I did do a little bit too much on my nose, so I'm going to powder it off. And if that doesn't work, I can go over it with my foundation with airbrushing, because airbrushing goes on like little pixels, little drops. And so it will cover it without covering it out, if that makes sense. All right. So now we have to do lashes with this one. There is no reason. There's mascara would not be enough. So I definitely have to do lashes. So we're going to do the Lash Lure. 5 drops max. Ooh, I love Muzette only uses 3. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna go in. Let me get my tweezers too. And let's use, I'll use Glam. I like the Glam because it wings out. Okay, so I'm pulling them off the magnetic part. I have my 2-in-1 Smart Adhesive. Hello, Amber. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to line my eyes. The 2-in-1 Smart Adhesive acts as glue and the magnetic properties. So it is really going to go grab the lash. So I'll do one and show you. I was going to put glue on both of them, but I think I'll do one at a time. Let me make sure this one is. All right, here we go. Now, if you have lashes that stick straight out, make sure you curl your lashes before putting on the lash, the fake lash. That way they all go in together. Yay! I am going to go ahead and put it on this eye because then it gives it some time. So I'm just going right at that lash line, right, like tickling the lash line. Just dragging it right there. Now the ends of my lashes flip up. So I got some of the glue on those. So I just pull it off. All right. Now I'm going to take this little dude, if I can get it out, my little holder. And with these lashes, with the Glam Lash, there is a short side and there is a long side. Short goes on the inside. Right here. And then I want y'all to see this. Whoop. Like it just pops on. And then I can go in and bring done. Done. I'm just going to do it. Let me do it with the tweezers to see if you, now remember these are magnetic. So if you have magnetic tweezers, they're going to stick. So I'm grabbing the out, like the very long part. Let me see if you can see it this way. Can you see it this way or this way better? Nope, this way. Ready? Bam. It makes it so much easier. So if you were interested in putting on lashes, I would probably go for these because it does make it so much easier. All right. Now, you thought I was done, didn't you? Look how, can you see how it all comes together? How it's all coming together? Now, I do see, like, see this hard, this hard edge right here? I don't like that. And so I'm going to blend that out a little bit. Okay. So let's say you're like, that's not dramatic enough. So I'm going to show you something else. So in one of my Lash Lure boxes, I have some lashes that I cut the end off. So I have these little guys. Can you see that? Where I just cut the end off, okay? There's still some, there's some magnets on it, so I know I can use it. Where's mine? Oh, there it is. So now, everybody's loving it. Thank you. So now I'm going to go in and on top, and I'm going to do this on the outside. Right there. I can go in. Oh, that's probably too close. Okay, there. And add that little piece. So it just makes it. Martin, did you switch sides already? So it gives it a little bit more thickness, a little bit more drama, because I'm doubling up on the outside. So taking the last piece. And just sticking it on that end. I don't know if I like that on the far end, so let's take them off. But you have to be careful not to pull the other lash. And so now I'll go back, stick him on kind of closer in. Right there. So again, Little things, stepping it up a notch, right? All right, so now the only other thing that I would do in this, for this particular look, is line the inside of my eyes with some liner. Oh, you know what I could use? I wonder if I could use this. Let me see if I have what colors I have. If I had, I don't know if this will work, but let's see. No, it's not going to be. But what I can do is, let me take, and you'll see, I'm going to do one. I know this is going long. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do one side to show you. I would normally do it with a pencil because it would be a lot easier. And I'm just lining the water. It's called the water line. So I'm just going to line the water line. And that will make a big difference there to smoke out the eye even more. See the difference? Because if you're going this smoky, like, let's do it to it. And you can do powder like I'm doing here, where I just did eyeshadow. But you can just line it there. All right, now finishing. Dusty Rose. And because again, I want some color. I don't want to have it just completely naked. And then I'm going to use Loyal. Thank you, Debbie. And there we go. And there we go. So smoky eye. Smoky eye. And so again, you can take this at any point, finish it. Thank you, Martin. You can dial it back. I don't know if you could, like, this would be the top at the top. I don't know if you could go above this. I'm sure you could, but this is, I'm thinking like the extreme smoky eye. So again, you can dial it back, jazz it up, do whatever you're comfortable with. Remember, guys, oh, thank you, Judy. That's so sweet. Remember, do something fun before you take your makeup off at night. So have fun with it. Do a smoky eye. Maybe it's something you're like, I would never do that. And then you try it and then you love it. So try it out. You will have a blast. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.